do what we normally do. We're going to open up the circuit and we're going to do an affirmation. And today we've got spleen, which we know is about worry, and small intestine. And, small intestine, I've talked about this before, used to come up a lot in clinic, when I was working in with holistic kinesiology. And the small intestine comes up. There's a lot of kind of clearings and codings and affirmations and deeper work that happens with the small intestine. And this is how I see it. Does the small intestine think it's the stomach? I hope not. I hope it doesn't think it's the stomach. Does it think it's the large intestine? I hope it doesn't think it's the large intestine. I hope it knows it's the small intestine. And if you go and Google up, ask your chat GP Jilly if it can tell you the difference between the two. So, this often comes up, the small intestine often comes up when you think you don't know who you are and you think you're someone else. Yes, you're part of a digestive system if you're a small intestine, but you're not the large intestine and you're not the stomach. You're a separate entity that's working with the digestive system, along with other organs like livers, pancreases, things like that. But all the tubes, you can see it goes through these tubes. It goes to the stomach's a tube, small intestine, another tube, large intestine, another tube. The small intestine's got to know really clearly what it is. And I love giving this analogy because it's like if you go into being part of a digestive system, which is part of a real estate industry, part of a corporate industry, part of a coaching industry, part of a family line, part of a community based on your values, whether it's animals or sexuality or whatever you're doing in the world, right? You got to know who you are. You got to know your small intestine, deeply in your small intestine, who you are. So randomly, when we were doing holistic kinesiology back in the day, there would be problems with people with their small intestines if they thought they were somebody else or they were trying to be someone that they weren't. So, isn't it interesting that it's coming up today for this branding? And also, let's go crazy on this. Let's stretch it. Let's ask for everything. Let's ask that your digestive system cleans up today somehow. Like the right enzymes are excreted in the right organs at the right time, simply because you've doubled down on your brand and you know who you are. Why wouldn't we ask for that? And so, remember when we're manifesting in here and we're in the manifesting codes, we're linking things up. We're linking things up and we're cutting cords to things. So we want to link you to, I'm geeking out on your bodies now, but we want to link you to, being big in the world, having a clear identity with your brand. And we use the soul brand for that because the soul is higher than the mind, right? The soul's got a higher frequency than the mind. It's capable of way more than the mind. And that's why we've got our soul aligned brand. But you being you and your soul line brand, you can just digest life better. You can digest problems better. You can digest markets better, challenges better, financial situations better, because you're in flow with your brand. That, if you want to get gaudy about, I believe God gave you a divine design and you did the assessment. It's like, you know who you are. And then it's like, bang, this needs to be amplified. Okay, so let's just clear this worry because the spleen's about worry, 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 and then not really knowing who you are. So we're going to clear that. So let's have a look to see what we've got. Okay, so let's just say I take responsibility for my attitudes and now choose to kindly, gently, lovingly, and supportively transmute, transform, transcend, dissolve my giving love in order to get it. Okay, so just take a moment and let's just think about from business, right? Just think about it from a business point of view first. My giving love in order to get it. My holding on to or attempting to control. My feeling sorry for myself. And my over concern with myself instead of others into all-encompassing love. I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly, and supportively realize the source of love within me so that I can love others expansively. Okay, so can you just see how that works with business and branding? Like, there's a couple of universal laws here. So with the law of manifestation and the law of abundance, the universe is an expanding thing. It's always expanding. So when you start to contract, worrying about money, worrying about your brand, or worrying about, I'm going to only give something if I can get something, you're going to be going out of flow with the universal law of abundance. Now, you've got to be smart as well. You've got to have really good boundaries in business. You're not going to let people get a whole lot of stuff for free that they're not invested in paying for or being part of, so we're going to be smart business people and know also that people don't value things unless they pay for them. That's actually the truth. They just don't. And so you're going to have really good boundaries around, your commissions, your pricing, what you're putting out into the world. At the same time, you're going to have an abundance mindset. And the way to access an abundance mindset quite easily is being in flow with your unique design, because you never get tired of being you. You'll never run out of energy being in flow with your true nature. So can you see all these sort of opposing sort of energies that you're trying to navigate? You can see how people get lost. So what we're choosing is going all in on you, going completely in on you, blowing it up, being expansive as you can in your unique design, in your soul aligned brand, having boundaries around what you're available for and what you're not available for, around people blurring boundaries or, trying to get something for nothing or whatever, having smart marketing, but knowing that when you're most expansive in your soul contribution, that's when you're going to flick into another realm of expansion with money and everything else. Does that make sense?